Gaffer, Shrewsbury to come on Saturday, but first of all, I saw you in your office a little earlier watching back the Millwall game. Just what are your reflections a couple of days on?
I thought we was okay in the game. I don't think we was anything special. I thought obviously Millwall had an off night. Sometimes when you make changes, it can impact the quality of your team and the fluency of your team. I think that was the case in Millwall. We made as many changes, but we was a little bit more fluent, especially first half. And I thought we played well first half. Second half, especially the last 20 minutes, it became too much of a battle to have any control over it. And then Millwall was a threat. But to go away to a championship team and not concede a shot on your goal is obviously a massive positive.
You spoke pre-Millwall about using the squad and certain members of the squad needing to step up, which they did. How pleasing was that for you?
Well, it's pleasing, but it should have happened 2-3 weeks ago. So it helps me, it helps the players because everybody gets more confident. The players that have had the shirt and then stepped out now feel a little bit under pressure, so they have to perform. So I think it's healthy. As long as you have the environment where it's healthy competition and everybody that deserves to play can get an opportunity to play and there's not certain people pushed aside no matter what they do, then as long as you have that healthy competition and the environment that we have here, then I think it's only beneficial for the starting 11.
Results-wise, Shrewsbury are in a similar position to us in that they've lost their first three games. What kind of game and what kind of challenge are you expecting from them?
Well, listen, any away game in this league is hard. Paul Hurst is a good manager. I know he's had his budget reduced, so it's a tough job. But it's going to be tough. They're a big physical team that are going to be a danger from set plays. They press Peterborough really well at times. So, listen, we're trying to just make it about us. We're trying to concentrate on what we're doing. How we have got no points at the moment is beyond me, but it is exactly what it is, and we need to make sure we change that come 6 o'clock Saturday.
Is it in some ways a bit of a strange situation to be in where you've lost your first three games of the season, but you've played really well in all of them, and mood is still pretty good around the place?
No, because it happened exactly the same time this time last year. So, no, we were a little bit. So we played Portsmouth, and we was really good against Portsmouth. And when we beat Portsmouth away 3-1 at the, was it 3-0? Sorry, yeah, he missed the penalty, didn't he? When we played Portsmouth away, we actually played better. When I watched the game back, we actually played better for long periods in the game when we got beat 4-0. But little moments was going against us. Some of it not our fault, some of it our fault. So, and that's been pretty much the case here. We let people get on the inside of us. Luke Berry, we let him get on the inside of us, run off us. We've made individual errors. So yeah, pretty experienced at it. It's important. It's never how you start, it's how you finish. So we want to get a point on the board. We want to get our points tally up and running. And as I said before, the talent of this group will grow as the season goes on. And hopefully we went. When we didn't start well last year, we went on a really good run until Jordan Graham's injury, so hopefully that's the case now.
How are we looking injury-wise ahead of Saturday?
No injuries. Pratt's had a problem. We had to take Pratt's off, but I think he'll be fine. He trained today. And Jack Simpson has come through another day's training. So, again, the squad is getting better, especially with more experience. I've spoken numerous times this year about our inexperience, but if you add Jordan Graham, Theo Archibald and Jack Simpson to the group, then it adds a lot of league games. So, we're in not a bad place.
And lastly, before kick-off on Saturdays, the transfer window is obviously going to come to an end. You spoke a minute ago about how you think the squad will develop and grow in quality as the season goes on. But I guess what are your assessment of the squad as it is, and can we expect to see any ins and outs?
No, I would like 3 more, because I think the whole squad, especially if we've gone 3 games now in the cup. We've got the Papa Johns coming up. We'll have the FA Cup coming up. So I would like 3 more. Whether financially we can do that is doubtful. I would have liked to be Barrow and drawn Chelsea away, or Barnsley and drawn Manchester United away, because that would have helped us. But we'll see. We'll see if we can make the finances work. I would like 3. I would imagine we'll definitely have 1. But let's see from now till Friday evening.
And I should ask you as well, actually, last night was obviously the draw. We've been drawn away at Brentford, so another London derby and another team in a higher division to look forward to.
No, I think a blueprint of a club that every lower league club should want to be. I played at Brentford a few times when it was a little bit derelict and it had a pub on every corner of the ground. I know you drive past it on the A4 and it's a brilliant, how they fitted in is amazing. It's a brilliant stadium. The training ground is fantastic. The B team, the model that they've done there is absolutely brilliant. So they're the West, we're the East, kind of a similar profile 15 years ago, but they've gone on to real big things, and everybody at that club can be proud of the job that they've done and where they are today. So I think it's a really good blueprint for every club that wants to improve. Them and Brighton have done it for a number of years, and you know, I think it's a good draw. It's a London derby. As I said a minute ago, I would have liked a real big one, just because of the size of the stadium and the money that it brings in, but I still think it's a ground that, no, I've never been to it. I've drove past it, never been to it. So a good new ground for our supporters to go to, and hopefully they'll make as many changes as they did against Colchester. We might have a chance.